Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. The hustle and bustle of the holiday is here, and some Connecticut shopping malls have come alive with the spirit of the season.
Fox 61's Matt Caron visited the West Farms Mall in Farmington to see how shoppers were handling the stress of gift giving and gift getting.
Well, the holidays can certainly be a stressful time of year. It's why so many people choose to shop online to avoid the crowds. But there are others still who enjoy that in-person retail experience that only a mall like West Farms can provide. Despite Santa stirring some holiday emotion,
the kids, it's crying the first time sometimes.
but it's an experience, right?
It's so good, so good.
It was mostly all smiles inside the West Farms Mall in Farmington Tuesday.
On the holidays, I'm really looking forward to just company with families.
Families came for Santa's Flight Academy. What was it like meeting Santa?
Good. There's a 22-foot tall sleigh. It's the only one in New England.
And stayed for the deep discounts.
We go to the Lego store a lot.
Deals that started earlier.
The Black Friday sale started earlier than ever this year. The days leading up to Black Friday. So it's morphed into a season.
But a late Thanksgiving, making the shopping season shorter than ever.
Yes, the pressure is definitely on.
On this day, the West Farms Mall parking lot packed with people. Shoppers telling us they even did some self-gifting.
Christmas is a week away from my birthday, so I kind of shop for myself a little bit.
I'm here just to shop for myself, really. Sounds a little bit selfish, but I'm really a guy that's really caring, and it's the only time I've ever done this.
A retail rush in full swing as time ticks away toward Santa's global journey.
We have two kinds of shoppers. We have that shopper that's going to get things done before it gets too busy. And then the other 50% like last-minute shopping.
And to accommodate those last-minute shoppers, West Farms is extending hours from 9 to 9 on Super Saturday and until 6 p.m., even on Christmas Eve. Reporting in Farmington, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Matt. New tonight, a new Milford High School student is dead after a crash. Police say the 16-year-old boy was driving on Pickett District Road last night when the SUV he was driving crashed into a fence. The teen was pronounced dead on scene. His identity has not yet been released. It's unclear what led up to that crash.
There have been discussions in several Connecticut cities about installing speed cameras, but one small town is going to be the first in the state to do it.
We sent Fox 61's Jamel Johnson to the town of Washington to find out what drivers can expect in the new year.
Man, I have been driving all day. I'm so tired. I just want to get home. It's only 5 minutes away. I mean, no one cares if I speed just a little bit, right? Washington, Connecticut does. In fact, they'll be the first town in Connecticut to have speed cameras deployed on their roads.
The number one complaint in our office and phone call volume is speeding.
James L. Brinson, first selectman for the town of Washington, says speeding has been a problem plaguing the town for years. Narrow, winding roads make it difficult for drivers traveling at excessive speeds to maintain control of their vehicle.
Usually losing control. A lot of them are one car MVAs.
They've done their best to enforce these road laws, but they can't be everywhere at once.
We are a rural community with a small police force. We have to cover 93 miles of roads, and we just don't have the manpower to do that.
This is why they jumped at the opportunity to get these speed cameras, and it just so happened they were the first town in the state to do so.
We're very hopeful that it's a game changer. And the goal has never been revenue. The goal is to get people to slow down and be safe.
Patrol Officer Richard Anaimo has seen grisly accidents firsthand and is confident that the department will see a huge difference with the speed cameras.
A lot of the accidents that I have been to and my fellow officers have been to in the town have been some very violent accidents that are a single car, usually due to speeding.
On social media, users are up in arms about the cameras and their effectiveness. One user says it could potentially cause more accidents with drivers slamming on brakes when they see the camera.
But people who live and work in Washington were pleased when they heard the news. Megan Dubois says it puts all drivers on the same playing field.
I do hope that it would make speeding tickets or infractions more objective, because the speed cameras are going to catch everyone and not notice the color of your skin. So if these cameras can help reduce that, I think that's a positive thing.
First Selectman Britton says they are about 30 days from rolling out these cameras in the town, and they'll be placed at 3 roads, which include Old Litchfield Road, Baldwin Hill, and Wickham Road. In Washington, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Jamel, and it felt more like spring outside today with some warmer temperatures out there.
Certainly felt more like spring than it did yesterday. Chief Meteorologist for Rachel Frank joining us now. Rachel, we got some rain on the way though, don't we?
Yeah, more rain. It feels like just a few weeks ago we were saying more dry weather, and now the tables have turned. But today it was all about the warmth. We ended up soaring up around 60 degrees, which was just 3 degrees shy of the record for the Hartford area, 63 that was set back in 2000. Not as close of a call for the shoreline at 54 for Bridgeport, but still way above average. If you were feeling like today you were super busy, you didn't have a chance to really enjoy it, tomorrow is mild as well before the rain returns, because it doesn't get here until after 5 o'clock at night. 44 right now in Meriden. We're close to 50 in Chester. And as we head through the evening tonight, by the news at 11, temperatures are falling back into the lower 40s, and we'll see overnight lows in the 30s as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. Tomorrow, it is a nice bright start to the day. Temperatures beginning in the 30s. By lunchtime, temperatures are soaring into the upper 40s to around 50. So not as warm as today, but still, again, well above average. And then we'll see increasing clouds with rain developing after 5 o'clock at night, and it will continue until about 2 a.m. So I think it's gone for the Thursday morning drive. Here's another way of looking at it. Again, we are dry all day tomorrow, but after 5 or 6 o'clock, the rain moves in. We're going to talk about some much colder air that will return as we head back to work next week, or maybe you don't because it's Christmas week. We'll take a closer look at that. Your full forecast coming up.
Rachel, thank you. A man accused of hitting and killing a state trooper appeared before a judge today. Alex Oyola Sanchez faces multiple charges in the death of state trooper Aaron Pelletier. Pelletier was hit and killed while conducting a traffic stop in Southington back in May. Sanchez appeared in court virtually from a hospital bed in June, but this is the first time he has appeared in person. Sanchez is due back in court February 25th. There was an increased police presence as staff and students returned to the classroom in Cheshire today after police investigated a report of a weapon brought to the high school.
Classes were canceled as police looked into those claims, but Kaylee Collins explains what police discovered.
After a thorough investigation, no weapon of any kind was found by police here at Cheshire High School, and the school was cleared to resume as normal with some increased police presence at the high school and at schools across the district on Tuesday. Now, police said they were first alerted to a report of a weapon being brought to school on Friday just after 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. We're told a student had said they saw another student with what they thought was a handgun inside of a bathroom in the building on Friday. Police spent the day on Monday sifting through video surveillance around that area and interviewing several students who had come in and out of the bathroom about what they may have seen or heard. Police did not find a handgun or weapon of any kind. They say one student had a cell phone with a case that possibly could have been mistaken for a handgun. Although many were relieved that the report turned out to be unfounded, some expressed concern over the amount of time it took for police and school administrators to be informed about this report.
I can understand why some parents might be frustrated that the communication came late in the game. Something so small could turn into something significant. So you better say something and have it be nothing than not and have it be something, like, again, significant.
And again, additional resource officers were here at Cheshire High School throughout the day and at other schools across the district just for some added security after this incident. We have reached out to the school superintendent for comment on why it took so long for the school administration and police to begin the investigation into this report. We'll let you know when we hear back. Reporting in Cheshire, Kaylee Collins, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And state police say they'll increase their presence at schools in the northwest corner because of a threat. State police say they learned of a non-specific written threat in New Hartford. It wasn't directed toward a specific location, but it referenced Thursday's date. Out of abundance of caution, troopers will increase patrols at local schools. Right now, there's no known threat to the public. We have new details tonight. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO is charged with murder as an act of terrorism. Luigi Mangione is accused of shooting and killing Brian Thompson as he walked into a Manhattan hotel on December 4th. He was arrested days later in Pennsylvania. Mangione was already charged with murder, but the terrorism charge is new tonight. Prosecutors are still working to extradite him back to New York.
A makeshift memorial is now growing outside the Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin, as we learn more about the deadly shooting tonight. Police say a 15-year-old girl opened fire during study hall yesterday. A teacher and a teenage student were killed. Their identities have not been released. 6 other people were injured. 2 of the injured are still in critical condition tonight.
The past 24 hours have been a flurry of emotion. Identifying a motive is our top priority. But at this time, it appears that the motive was a combination of factors.
And police are now narrowing their search for a motive by focusing on a manifesto reportedly posted by the shooter on social media.